Hey guys, this is Mike. So if you're watching this video, you're interested in, or maybe on a quiz, you check that you sometimes feel stressed or some anxiety or even a little depression. So that's what this video is on. It's gonna be very short and sweet. I think most people now have either stress or anxiety or depression. And I think most people have at least a couple of those, if not all three. So it is a very important issue, and the reason you're hearing about this, learning about this somewhat on a digestive disorder forum is that these things are closely related to our health, our physical health, and our digestive health, and you'll understand more in a second, but basically they're all connected. Why we're all getting these issues, why a huge percentage of the American adult population is on an SSRI such as Prozac or Xanax, or there's a dozen or more of them, is that we're all suffering from this. Even the people who are not taking a med, a huge percentage of them are suffering from these three things: stress, anxiety, and depression. We have come from ancestors who had a much different type of life. And this life now, we have oh gosh, I don't even like thinking about it. We have mass shootings and we have road rage. I mean, if you are unfortunate enough to accidentally cut somebody off on the road anymore, you almost have to wonder if you should be ducking to dodge the bullets that could come. So people are stressed out more than they used to be, and life is very different than it used to be. The demands are high, the taxes are high, the cost of things, the inflation, the news that we get, the number of things going on around us is just horrific. And so it's more difficult to hang in there and do well. The one product that is almost a pure fix for these things, and likewise it concurrently reduces your acid flow, because acid flow is very much affected by stress, anxiety, and depression. So reducing your stress, anxiety, and depression reduces your acid flow. It can, in some cases, hugely benefit your digestive disorder. So the product is Rachel's Curcumin Phytosome Complex, and it is all a turmeric derivative. The reason I word it in that way is that people sometimes think that, oh, I have this problem or that, and I've heard that medicine works, and this is kind of like that medicine, so I'll take this one over here. It costs $2 less. This is a very specific recommendation. There's been studies by the National Institute of Health showing that the correct balance and proportions in a phytosome curcumin complex is as effective as Prozac in anxiety and depression mitigation. So this product that we're talking about is not it's not something that you want to monkey with the formula on, and so we have had this made under a specific strict set of formula regulations. I have personally found brands in the health food store that cost over twice as much, where the label ingredients are either identical or sound very similar. And in the beginning, when we're still trying to find a product that we didn't have to have made and put under our own label, that's way easier for us, we could not find one that worked. And including the label, what's on our label right now on Rachel's product, Rachel's Curcumin Phytosome Complex, is very specific, and that formula or something very close to it can be found here and there in products that don't work. Some products have the equivalent of floor sweepings. A product that's made of quality turmeric that's extracted, CO2 extracted and concentrated to a certain point, and then some other compounds, saponins and things are taken out and added to this to make it a broad spectrum, full complex. Those things cannot be monitored by the FDA. And so two products in a store that say almost the same thing, you will find, you've found this before. Some of them work and some do nothing. I recommend Rachel's formula specifically. It works for almost everyone. It's highly effective. It's the formula that was studied in the National Institute of Health clinical studies, and that's recommended to be as effective as Prozac. The difference between an SSRI like Prozac or Xanax and the curcuminoid complex is that the curcuminoid, although maybe 1 in 100 people or so is sensitive to it, can give them a little stomach issue, those people just need to not take it or reduce the dose. Everyone else, this benefits to the degree that they're describing. So stress, anxiety, depression, and this complex is also the best single formula for inflammation. It's anti-inflammatory. It helps with just a myriad of things. Now, not every person, every symptom, but as far as things like arthritis and inflammation and all the inflammation-caused diseases or issues, including everything from headaches to even certain named diagnosable diseases, are often helped or completely reversed by this formula. So stress, anxiety, depression, there's only one thing. It's found at Rachel's Tea. It's her curcumin phytosome complex. It is great. I do not hesitate to recommend this to everyone. Thanks.